on the solid foundation of the Lima call for climate action and the draft text of the agreement that Peru submitted during the COP20 in Lima, the road to success in Paris was marked. Since then, Peru has shown an absolute commitment to the ultimate goal and did not stop working tirelessly to attain it. COP20 did this by not only building trust among the state's parties, but also bringing the private sector, the NGOs, and the representatives of indigenous peoples to the table, and engaging them and making them part of the solution. Moreover, in an unprecedented alliance with the French government, the Lima-Paris Action Agenda was launched. Everybody has heard the call of Peru, and during 2015, the road to Paris has showed the commitment and willingness of the world to reach consensus through an agreement and establish mechanisms for its implementation.
Et que le succès de Lima prépare le succès de Paris. Merci beaucoup.
Finally, development is threatened by climate change. We are going to be converging in Paris, and the communities and lives of billions of people depend on the work that we do.
Nous avons encore beaucoup de travail. Mais quelle plus extraordinaire mission que celle qui nous attend dans les jours qui viennent. Les regards du monde sont tournés vers nous. Et il y a beaucoup d'espérance.
Paris must be where the world unites as one.
C'est au nom de la justice climatique que nous devons agir. Prenons conscience de la gravité de la menace sur les équilibres du monde.
And let's move this meeting toward an agreement. I am sure, completely sure and optimistic that we can do it.
Never before have so many political leaders met to convey their commitment as they did at the beginning of the COP21. Moreover, 187 countries submitted their national contributions, that's their country programs for mitigation and adaptation, demonstrating their commitment to the fight against climate change.
The whole world is watching. Billions of people are relying on your wisdom.
The presence of heads of state, indigenous representatives, artists, businessmen, media, NGOs, the academy, amongst others, showed the recognition of the urgency to move forward and the need to be more ambitious, not only to reach the agreement, but to mobilize the transformative action. The Lima-Paris Action Agenda reflected this and became the axis and platform that united and mobilized all these actors for 8 days in 12 areas of action. The Climate Action Day was the highlight of the action. This agenda is already a catalyst for action to reduce emissions and therefore has the recognition of states parties of the convention. That is, the Climate Action Agenda from Lima to Paris is a reality that is here to stay.
Je pense qu'il faut absolument qu'on continue cette dynamique parce qu'elle est la dynamique qui permettrait de faire la différence.
When the state parties signed the Paris Agreement on December the 12th, the world was relieved. It was not easy and required a lot of effort. The world had been waiting for 18 years since Kyoto and 6 since Copenhagen. The world demanded achievement and the actors committed, did not rest and negotiated successfully. Peru lived up to it. It not only confirmed this commitment, it went further. It facilitated the negotiation, served as special envoy with observer organizations, supported bilateral meetings, and generated confidence.
Ce texte sera, si vous en décidez, le premier accord universel de l'histoire des négociations climatiques.
Je regarde la salle, je vois que la réaction est positive, je n'entends pas d'objection. L'accord de Paris pour le climat est accepté.
The Paris Agreement is a milestone in history. It is for the planet and for the welfare of present and future generations. This sense of urgency, recognized in the face of the climate change, the ambition to change the upward trend of greenhouse gas emissions, the differentiation to make us aware that we are all responsible, but especially those who have historically made those omissions. December the 12th, 2015 will be remembered as a historic day in the fight against climate change, with a mobilization of governments and civil society towards an alliance that has not been seen before. Peru will continue to lead in this process and will now do it in a stronger way, both in the international and domestic arena, working with all stakeholders, raising awareness so that citizens play their part, generating policies to meet our goal of 30% reduction of emissions, even increasing this percentage, recognizing those that are the most vulnerable to support the adaptation efforts in water, agriculture, health and fisheries, designing projects to channel resources, advancing in a multi-sector way with regional and local governments. In short, working for a more prosperous country with better welfare and more sustainability. Peru suggested it and made it. It will continue doing it and in a better way.